My beloved child, there is a quiet moment in life when something extraordinary begins to move toward you. It does not arrive with noise or chaos. It arrives softly, like a whisper in the wind that only your heart can recognize. And today, something like that is happening. If you felt an unusual pull to hear these words, it is not random. It is a moment of alignment, a moment where timing, emotion, and destiny begin to meet in ways you cannot yet fully see. Pause for a second and breathe in this moment. Because what you are about to understand may feel almost unbelievable at first. Somewhere not too far from your life, someone is slowly walking toward a future that includes you. This person is younger than you. Their journey, their experiences, and their quiet thoughts have been guiding them toward a connection that will soon begin to unfold. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this message. Right now, you may be wondering how such a connection can exist when you may not even know who this person is yet. But the truth is, many of the most powerful connections in life begin long before two people meet. Energy moves silently. Lives grow in separate directions until one moment arrives where paths cross and everything suddenly makes sense. This younger soul has been growing, learning, and evolving in ways that are preparing them to recognize you when the moment arrives. And strangely enough, even without meeting you yet, there are moments when they feel as if someone important is waiting somewhere in the distance of their future. There are nights when they pause in silence and wonder about the person who will truly understand them. There are moments when they feel that their life story is leading somewhere meaningful, somewhere they cannot fully explain. And without realizing it, that path slowly begins to point toward you. Don't skip this moment. Because the truth hidden inside this story may reveal something that changes the way you see your future. The connection between two people is rarely about age or timing alone. It is about understanding, about energy, about the strange and beautiful way two lives can complete something within each other. Sometimes the younger heart carries a wisdom that surprises the world. And sometimes the older heart carries a calm strength that feels like home. When those two energies meet, something powerful begins to grow. Right now, somewhere in the rhythm of ordinary life, this younger person is living their days without fully realizing how close their path is coming to yours. They may be studying, working, exploring their dreams, or quietly searching for a sense of purpose. Yet there is a subtle feeling inside them. A feeling that someone meaningful is waiting in the future. A feeling that their story is not meant to unfold alone. And that feeling is the beginning of a connection that will soon start revealing itself. But here is what makes this moment even more fascinating. Your life has also been preparing for this meeting. Every experience you have lived through, every challenge you have overcome, every lesson you have learned about patience, trust, and understanding, has quietly shaped the person you are today. And the person you are becoming is exactly the kind of presence that this younger soul will recognize. Not instantly. Not loudly. But deeply. There will be a moment, a simple moment, where conversation begins like any other conversation in the world. Words will be exchanged. Laughter may appear. Silence may even feel comfortable. And slowly, something unusual will happen. Both of you will feel a sense of familiarity that is difficult to explain. It will feel as if two chapters from different books have suddenly found a way to connect. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you inside this unfolding story. What makes this connection special is not just the difference in age. It is the balance it creates. You will carry experiences that bring stability and understanding. They will carry a spark of curiosity and fresh perspective that brings light into moments that once felt ordinary. Together, those energies will begin to build something meaningful. And this is the part most people never expect. The younger person in this story has already begun noticing certain signs within themselves. They have started imagining a future where they want something real, something sincere, something built on respect, warmth, and genuine care. They are not searching for noise or attention. They are searching for connection. And without realizing it, their heart has already started moving toward the kind of person you are. Don't skip the next part of this message. Because the next revelation may surprise you even more. There are small moments in life when destiny moves quietly behind the scenes. Two people may pass through the same places without noticing each other yet. They may share similar interests, similar thoughts, or even similar dreams about the kind of life they want to build. And those invisible threads slowly bring them closer. This younger person may soon enter your life in a way that feels natural, almost effortless. It might begin with a conversation. It might begin with a simple introduction. Or it might begin with a moment where both of you realize that the connection between you feels different from anything you have experienced before. When that moment happens, something inside you will pause. Not because it feels strange, but because it feels right. And the younger person in this story will feel that same quiet recognition. They will begin to see you not only as someone they admire, but as someone they feel safe opening their heart to. Someone they feel inspired by. Someone they feel drawn toward in ways that grow stronger with time. But here is the detail that makes everything even more interesting. The name connected to this future moment carries a meaning that reflects growth, warmth, and emotional depth. The name is not random. The name reflects the kind of soul that values connection over noise, sincerity over illusion, and understanding over confusion. That name will soon appear in your life. And when it does, a story that once felt like a distant possibility will slowly begin to turn into a living reality. Stay till the end of this journey. Because what happens next will reveal how this younger soul finally begins to step closer to you, and how the first undeniable sign of your connection is about to appear. And yet, something even more intriguing is quietly unfolding behind the scenes of your life right now. There is a moment approaching that neither of you can fully predict, a moment where two timelines that once moved separately will gently begin to touch. Life often moves like a river, sometimes calm, sometimes uncertain, but certain crossings are not accidental. They are the result of countless small steps, choices, and experiences slowly guiding two people toward the same place. Somewhere not far from where you stand in your journey, this younger soul is experiencing changes within themselves. They may not be able to explain it clearly, but they feel it. A shift in how they see the future. A new clarity about the kind of connection they truly want in their life. And strangely, that vision keeps leading them towards someone who carries maturity, calm strength, and a heart that understands depth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this unfolding message. You might think that connections like this appear suddenly, but in truth they grow quietly long before they are seen. The younger person who will step into your life has been learning important lessons about trust, patience, and emotional honesty. Each experience has shaped them in ways that are preparing them for a bond that feels genuine and meaningful. There have been moments when they wondered if such a connection truly exists. Moments when they questioned whether someone out there would understand the way they think, the way they care, the way they dream about the future. But life has an unusual way of answering those questions. Because while they were learning those lessons, you were also becoming the person capable of meeting them at exactly the right moment. Your experiences have built something within you that cannot be easily explained. A quiet wisdom. A calm presence. A way of understanding emotions that others sometimes overlook. And that presence will soon stand out to this younger person in a way that surprises even them. Don't skip this part, because the next realization may change the way you see the story unfolding. Imagine a simple day in the near future. Nothing dramatic. Nothing extraordinary on the surface. Just another ordinary moment where life continues moving forward like it always does. But within that ordinary moment, something subtle will happen. You will cross paths with someone whose energy feels unexpectedly familiar. Maybe through a conversation. Maybe through a shared environment. Maybe through an introduction that neither of you planned. At first, it will seem small. Just two people meeting like millions of others do every day. Yet something about the interaction will linger. The younger person will notice the way you speak with calm confidence. They will notice the way your words carry thoughtfulness instead of noise. They will feel a sense of ease that they cannot quite explain. And that feeling will stay with them. Later, they may find themselves remembering the conversation again. Not because it was loud or dramatic, but because it felt meaningful. Because it felt real. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in the deeper part of this story. Over time, small interactions will begin to build a quiet bridge between you and this younger soul. Conversations may become longer. Moments of laughter may appear naturally. Silence may begin to feel comfortable rather than awkward. And slowly, a realization will begin forming in their mind. They will start noticing how your presence brings clarity into moments that once felt confusing. They will notice how your perspective helps them see things in ways they never considered before. They will begin to admire the calm strength you carry within you. And what surprises them the most is how natural it feels to share their thoughts with you. You see, when two people are meant to build something meaningful together, their connection does not rely on noise or dramatic gestures. It grows through understanding. It grows through respect. It grows through the quiet recognition that being around each other feels right. But here is the detail that will surprise you even more. While you may see this younger person as someone vibrant, curious, and full of life, they will begin to see you as someone who represents stability and wisdom. Someone whose presence feels safe. Someone whose words carry weight. Someone whose heart feels sincere. And that admiration will slowly begin turning into something deeper. Don't skip the next part of this journey, because what happens next is the moment where curiosity transforms into genuine emotion. As time moves forward, the younger person will begin noticing small things about you that others might miss. The way you listen carefully when someone speaks. The way you approach situations with patience instead of rush. The way you carry kindness even in ordinary moments. These details will quietly capture their attention. And without even realizing it, they will start looking forward to the moments when they can see you again. When conversations continue. When ideas are shared. When laughter returns. This is the stage where the connection begins growing beyond simple friendship. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. But gently, like the slow sunrise that brings light into the world without anyone noticing the exact moment it begins. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in the final part of this message. There will come a moment when the younger person realizes that their respect for you has turned into something deeper. They will notice how your presence makes their thoughts calmer. They will notice how your encouragement inspires them to grow. They will notice how their future suddenly feels brighter when they imagine you being part of it. And that realization will bring a new kind of courage into their heart. A courage to express feelings they once kept hidden. A courage to take a step forward instead of remaining silent. Because sometimes the most meaningful connections require one person to gather the strength to say what their heart truly feels. But here is the most fascinating part of all. When that moment finally arrives, when the younger person begins opening their heart to you, you will realize something surprising within yourself as well. You will recognize that this connection feels balanced. That the age difference does not create distance, it creates harmony. Their curiosity and energy will bring brightness into your life. Your wisdom and calm strength will bring grounding into theirs. And together, those two qualities will begin building a future neither of you expected, but both of you will deeply appreciate. Something huge is waiting for you just beyond this moment in the story. Because in the next chapter of this journey, the younger person will begin revealing something that changes everything, including the meaning behind their name and the reason it connects so powerfully with your life. And when that revelation appears, you may finally understand why this connection was quietly moving toward you all along. And then, a moment arrives when the quiet story you have been living begins to reveal its deeper meaning. Life often feels ordinary until suddenly one realization changes everything. What once seemed like coincidence begins to look like preparation. What once felt like random encounters begins to feel like steps in a larger journey. This is the stage where the connection between you and this younger soul starts becoming clearer. Up until now, the bond has been subtle. Conversations, shared moments, small signs that something meaningful is growing. But soon there will be a shift, one that neither of you can ignore. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this part of the journey. The younger person in this story has been observing you more carefully than you might realize. Not in a loud or obvious way, but in a thoughtful, curious way. They notice the way you respond to situations with calm understanding. They notice the way your presence brings stability into moments that might otherwise feel uncertain. And little by little, their respect for you grows into something deeper. They begin asking themselves quiet questions. Why does this person feel different from everyone else? Why do conversations with them feel so easy? Why does their presence bring a sense of comfort that is hard to explain? These questions begin to form the beginning of a powerful realization. Don't skip this moment. Because what they understand next changes everything. One evening, during a quiet moment of reflection, the younger person will start connecting the pieces of their feelings. They will remember the first conversation you shared. They will remember the moments where laughter appeared naturally between you. They will remember the calm strength you carried in situations that required patience. And suddenly, something inside their heart becomes clear. They realize that the connection they feel toward you is not temporary curiosity. It is something real. Something sincere. Something they want to explore with honesty and courage. But expressing such feelings is not always easy. There will be hesitation. There will be moments where they wonder if they should remain silent. After all, the difference in age might make them question whether you would see them in the same way. Yet every time they try to ignore the feeling, something pulls them back toward the truth. Your presence continues to bring warmth into their thoughts. Your words continue to echo in their mind. Your energy continues to feel like a place where their heart can rest. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in the next realization. As these emotions grow stronger, the younger person begins to understand something important about themselves. They realize that what they admire in you is not just experience or maturity. It is the way you carry your life with quiet strength. You show them that wisdom does not need to be loud. You show them that understanding does not need to be complicated. And you show them that real connection grows from sincerity. This realization brings a new kind of courage into their heart. Instead of avoiding their feelings, they begin to accept them. Instead of questioning whether the connection is possible, they begin imagining what the future might look like if they follow their heart. And slowly, the idea of sharing their feelings with you no longer feels impossible. It begins to feel necessary. Don't skip the next part, because the moment of truth is approaching. There will soon be a day when the younger person decides to speak with you more openly than ever before. The conversation will begin normally, just like many conversations you have already shared. But there will be something different in their tone. A seriousness. A sincerity. A quiet determination. They will speak carefully, choosing their words with honesty and respect. They will explain how your presence has influenced their life in ways they did not expect. They will share how your perspective has helped them see the world differently. And finally, they will reveal the truth that has been growing inside their heart. That they feel deeply connected to you. That they see something meaningful between you. That they believe the bond you share could become something beautiful if both of you are willing to explore it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in the final realization of this chapter. When you hear these words, your first reaction may be surprise. You may pause for a moment, reflecting on everything that has led to this conversation. You may remember the small signs you noticed earlier, the easy conversations, the natural laughter, the sense of familiarity that appeared unexpectedly. And slowly, you will realize that the connection they describe is something you have felt too. Perhaps quietly. Perhaps without fully acknowledging it. But it has been there. This is the moment where two stories begin merging into one shared future. The younger person will look at you with honesty, waiting to see how you respond. Not with pressure. Not with expectation. But with hope. And in that moment, something extraordinary happens. Instead of feeling uncertain, you feel calm. Instead of feeling confusion, you feel clarity. Because deep inside, you recognize that this connection has grown naturally between you. It was never forced. It was never rushed. It simply appeared, step by step, until both of you could finally see it clearly. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this moment. Because the younger person in this story carries a name that will soon hold special meaning in your life. A name that reflects warmth, curiosity, and the courage to follow their heart. And when that name becomes part of your daily life, you will look back on these early moments and realize that the journey toward this connection began long before either of you understood it. The story is only beginning. Because the next chapter will reveal how this bond grows stronger, and how both of your lives begin transforming in ways neither of you imagined possible.